This week I was working on 2 design concepts in my interior design studio, and it made me think about this topic of devaluating imagery in our industry as an interior designer and architect. I think I've been doing it. Now, where I previously at concept stage wouldn't have even presented a concept image because we weren't even ready for it for discussion, have now thought, well, I can whip one up with ChatGTP in a few seconds. So why not visually create something that to discuss with the client? And I think this made me think about this topic, that we're not only changing the process of design, but changing the process of communication in design, but then again also devaluating some of our skill in the process, or some skills, and confusing some boundaries. In the same way, when interior design shows on online and on TV started to become popular, they were popular. And everyone started thinking that you could whip up a room and change up a room and design it in, a few hours. And obviously that miscommunication of, TV show reality as opposed to real life started to confuse the industry and not devalue interior design. It brought more interest in interior design. So that wasn't a negative, but it definitely confused the process for many clients and created this position for interior designers where we had to clarify more and more and more why we cost so much, and then also why certain parts of the process took longer than it does on TV. So what I thought about was this idea of, instead of designing, you're just creating an image. And the flaw there is, and I did it this week on 2 different projects, and I just thought, well, I'm not ready for design, but at least I could get a quick idea at this early concept stage of and communicate these ideas to a client in a much easier way, was my thought process, rather than going through, explaining in a presentation so much more in depth than I would have had to in the past. Whether the imagery I was using generated by AI was accurate or not didn't really matter. It was this idea that I could communicate something a little faster than I would have in the past. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, I am yet to see, because I haven't had the meetings with the clients yet. But, from a designer's perspective, that's been, it's halved my time, I suppose, at the next phase of the project, at detailed design, because I could see a quick visual of it. I didn't have to model it up. I could just quickly make very fast decisions based on seeing a photo of the space with some ideas already in it, which was almost instant. And, as a designer, that's also great. But then I also wonder, well, yes, my decision process is now part of this. And, not, although someone else could just do that, how does that now position me as somebody who can provide advice, rather than somebody like my client just going, oh, well, if you created that with AI, can't I just do the same? And, I think they probably could to a certain amount, but again, AI is just as good as the prompt it's been given. And so obviously we have all of those years of experience and that knowledge to create the correct prompt for, what we're looking for that aligns with our client brief. But, there's also a fine line between, people being able to do it themselves, which has always been the argument of interior design anyway. And, people are legally allowed to work on their own property without any design guidance. And people can use AI without any design guidance. So I suppose it'll be interesting to see how this develops, because I can already see how I'm using it in my design process, and how that is affecting the way I work. It's this idea of fast disposal imagery. You can create it like that, and Yes, it's wasteful to create. Obviously, we know the sustainable and environmental problems with using AI and the wastage in energy. But it's this fast disposal imagery that I think is worthwhile having a discussion around in our industry. Let me know, is this something that you're using? I mean, you'd be crazy not to, because you'll be left behind if you don't. But at the same time, there is obviously this ethical process. It's changing the design process. Where do we go from here? We're literally in the middle of it, middle of everything changing. So how are you using it? How have you seen this change your design process with clients? And has there been some confusion between styling, imagery, and design? Is it, do the clients think that this image that AI has created is a design, where unless you have actually, designed the space? So yeah, I think also this idea between client expectation and reality. We had this obviously in the past when we had interior design shows, and the process of design being somewhat altered for entertainment rather than reality in the world of construction. But I think we're seeing that again now here. This client expectation is now being distorted once again, so that are we under pressure to provide more concept level imagery that looks finished and that could delete a whole phase of design, which is the most fun part of design for the vast majority of us. So is it killing the design process? And can you notice something that's been designed with AI, or can you notice something that hasn't been designed with AI? I'd like to know your thoughts on this topic. And obviously, are we falling into that perfect image trap? I don't know the answer to this one. I think we'll see how this will evolve as we go along. But it would be great to get your feedback and comments about how you're using it as an interior designer, even as an architect, and have you lost your skills in rendering Photoshop? Do you even need those skills anymore when you can just prompt it, into a free application and within seconds get the result that you want? Of course, it's far from perfect still, but it's getting better, and it's gotten better already. In 6 months, so you can see the speed of the process of how quickly this can change. So let me know. Let's start a conversation about it. I'd love to get your experience and feedback on this topic. If you would like to join a group of practicing professional interior designers, and instead of being on social media, getting loads of unwarranted opinions, come and join us on InterDesign. It's a place for it's a global network for learning and growing and becoming a professional working interior designer.